Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st and 10, Prescott being chased out left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go, 46. Switch. Hey. Here we go, 46.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
54, 1 8. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Watch it now, Barney. Over.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Gun!
Here's Darnold now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Detroit. All right, now look at 56.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Green 39. Over.
On second and 10, Darnold dancing to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Gun.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
All right, now look at 56.
And they are going for it. Darnold. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Here we go, 46. 47. Under 10.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Darnold from the gun. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there. What do we learn?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. His throw caught right around the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Again, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd down, Prescott. This is Cobb with a catch right side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The point after is good, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Darnold. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. On 2nd down, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch it now, Barney.
2nd down and 10. Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way down. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. Darnold from the red zone now. Steps away to his left. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now it's Darnold. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. On 4th down, Darnold. And that is going to be incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Here you go. Here we go.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Here you go. It's coming now. The whip. Here we go. 4-8. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
On first and 10, Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's coming now. Good.
A first down throw for Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
There goes 4-8. 41's the whip. There we go, kill. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On first and 10, Darnold being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw on second down is Darnold. He hits Herndon over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Out to his left. Pass incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's third down.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Over.
On first down, it's Darnold. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and now it's second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch him now, Barney.
To the air again, Darnold. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Montgomery, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Darnold to throw again. Buying time to his left. And his pass incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter. Second, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know if kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
No gain on the play there. Second down. A second down throw for Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
There you go. There you go. Good. Good. Switch.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go, 47. There we go, kill. 36.
Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
Here you go. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And now running right through it. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go, 46.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds Hearns left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second down, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind. Start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On first down, Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Over! Watch it now, Barney!
On 2nd and 10, Darnold steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Darnold from the gun. Escaping the pressure. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch it now, Barney!
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Let's go. Let's finish now. There we go. Go right in.
Again, it's Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs. Keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They'll run with Elliott. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
First down, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
There we go. Line in. There we go. Kill.
Prescott now on second down. Flush to his right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Cowboys on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Swing to the fit, right. To the right. 26.
Now Prescott. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Herndon's got it complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
We're going to 54. Swing to the field, right. To the right.
They go to Elliott again. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott to throw it. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Crowder now to return. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Cowboys, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit out of jaw jackery. Don't even me that I don't want none of it. Had about it, had enough of it. Whoa. Watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I rated it. The food for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. That on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof all day. Look at me, baby. about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you said you didn't know. I'm a step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with a beat. Drinking from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. They fell got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After life in 9/11, folks. Matt back, liquor clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Rub your hand up to your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over here. Who's gonna get this?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for banners. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done there every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our